Welcome to College Recruiting Unlocked, the game behind the game. I'm Coach Spree, and this show is dedicated to helping athletes maximize opportunities both on and off the field of play. Today, we're featuring another athlete selected through our NIL Spotlight Athlete program that followed our NIL Playbook webinar. When I looked over this athlete's accomplishments, one word kept coming to mind, and that's winner, right? The word winner. Three-state champion, and I hope I rattle all this off right. Three-state champion, district MVP, defensive MVP, LHSAA first team honors, a multi-sport athlete who's found success in basketball and track. And now she's preparing for the next chapter of her journey at Nicholls State University. So, Tyanna Stewart, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let's dive into it.
Yes,
And
sir.
let's start from the beginning, right? Tell us a little bit about who you are. Tell us about yourself, how sports became such a big part of your life.
I would say I'm an outgoing person. I like to have fun. I like to go shopping. I like to travel. I like to make a lot of TikToks. And basketball really became a big part of like my life, my journey when I was around 7 and 8. Because I have an older brother named Todrick, and he played a lot of sports growing up. So just watching him have fun with it just really inspired me to really get into sports and be active.
Gotcha. So you kind of touched on it. So, like, when did basketball become it for you, like the game for you?
I would say in the 8th grade, I played as like a freshman on like our high school basketball team. And I think it was our semifinal game. After the semifinal game, I was in the newspaper. And then that's when I was like, I really could make some out of this. Like, that's when I really started to find my passion and find myself, if that makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Gotcha. Makes all the sense in the world. Freshman on varsity. How was that? I mean, how was that first game? I know you had a lot of jitters that first game being a freshman on a varsity program.
I remember like it was yesterday. 8th grade year, they had pulled me up from my junior high team. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I remember calling my mama and she was just like, calm down. You know how to play. Just let it come to you. And then I ended up scoring the most points. I think I had 10 or 12 points that game. I was so happy.
Wow. Wow. So the jitters disappeared as those buckets start to flow, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, who inspired you the most during your athletic journey?
I would say my older brother, honestly. My older brother, he was into like a lot of sports. Like he did track, he did football and basketball. So just watching him and just watching how much fun he had, the memories he made, and just the competitiveness of the game just really made. I just wanted to follow in his footsteps, if that
Mm,
makes sense.
gotcha. Gotcha. Now, was there a specific moment in time where you realized, hey, I can play at the next level?
I would say my 10th grade summer for AAU, I was like in the gym really hard. Like I was training every day, just working out. And then I finally to see like I feel like my true potential was coming out. So I finally was like, if you keep working, if you keep going hard, like you could really go to school for free. Like you could make something out of this. So I just kept being in the gym, talking to my AAU coaches. We made a plan and we followed the plan. And for them, I'm grateful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you said something that was key there. You got with individuals and made a plan. Too many athletes just go by viewing what others do or trying to do what others say. You had a plan and you stuck to the plan, and look at you now.
Yes,
So
sir.
so kudos to you, kudos to your AAU coaches as
Thank you.
well. So something else that stood out to me was 3-year state champ. Now, I I try my best to come on this show, and I don't want to, let my ego take over and start talking about what I've accomplished. But I definitely
Mhm.
had to accomplish that. I definitely had to accomplish that. So most athletes never experience it one time, right?
Mhm.
So how was experiencing it three times?
It was an amazing feeling, especially the first one. I was ecstatic. I was overjoyed. It was like the best feeling in the world. And it was like I feel like once you get one, it's like you just eager to get more.
Mm,
Like I feel like the drive for it just grows more and more every year.
gotcha, gotcha. Now, you've won championships in both basketball and track, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, which sport would you say has taught you the most about yourself?
Honestly, I would say they both taught me things equally. I feel like with basketball, it taught me that like having hard work and just being dedicated and having heart can take you a lot. And just trusting in not just yourself but your teammates, because basketball isn't a one person sport, it's a team sport. But track is like a one person thing because like it's you versus everybody else. So I feel like track taught you that you just gotta rely on yourself. Like sometimes you have to be self motivated and you have to get yourself out of that hole. Like, let's say you're losing or like you're behind, you have to physically rely on your mental. You have to be mentally strong and you have to just like push yourself. Like it's really
Mm,
just you, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, this isn't talked about as much as I feel like it should be talked about, and that is, we as athletes, like your peers, other student athletes, see your success.
Hmm.
They don't understand what goes behind it, right? So,
Hmm.
so what sacrifices have you had to make in order to have success?
I would really say being locked in, like being in the gym, whether that's shooting, lifting weights, doing agilities, conditioning. I feel like even like on those days they might have you might want to hang out with your friends. They might have a party or things of that nature. But I feel like if it's something that you really want to do, I feel like you just gotta most important you gotta just believe in God that you're making the right choice and that you're doing the right thing. And then later on when you get rewarded with all your hard work, you realize that the fun stuff will come later because you finally met your goal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes that's a little easier than said,
Right, right.
it's easier to talk about it, but even harder to accomplish it. So
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about something else, defense, right? So that's not always a huge topic. People want
Right.
to talk about offense. They want to talk about scoring points, right? They want to talk about how many threes did you shoot,
Yes,
that
sir.
type of deal. But defensive MVP, you won defensive MVP, and it's at a time, where your Steph Currys have
Mm-hmm.
translated to just scoring, scoring, scoring. Not everybody wants to defend, right? So what
Right.
makes defense important to you?
I feel like I feel like defense, like scoring. I'm not saying everybody can score, but like in this generation, scoring is just something that people do naturally. Not a lot of people really want to guard you in line, locking up the best player because I feel like locking down someone in a tough game can really make or break whether you win or lose. So I feel like defense is important because, like they always say, defense wins games.
Right, absolutely. So you answered my next question. Would
Um,
you rather lock down the team's best player or score 20 points?
I would say lock down the team's best player just because I feel like if I stop you from scoring, then it's gonna be tough for us to lose. And I feel like defense can really change the aspect from a game being close to it being a blowout because you can score as many points as you want, but if you're not playing defense, it's like what's the point?
Yeah, gotcha. So we like to talk about quotes. I love quotes. I live by them,
Hmm.
by my quotes as an athlete, live by my quotes as a coach, and I love talking about other people's quotes. So your
Hmm.
quote is never lose confidence in yourself because at the end of the day, it's always you versus you. Why is that so powerful to you?
I feel like it's powerful to me because at one point in my basketball journey, I didn't have confidence in myself. And I feel like that caused me not to play to my full potential. But I feel like my parents, they supported me and they just always told me like have confidence in yourself because you work hard, you always in the gym, so why not trust in what you work for? And my mentality going on a court is always it's me versus me. Like I'm the only person that can stop myself from being who I am.
Love it, love it. Now I'm getting a view of what Nickel State is getting. I'm getting a view of why they wanted Tyanna. So now, how do you handle adversity? We all have adversity, have
Mhm.
adversity in life, in education, in athletics. How do you handle it when it gets in your way?
I try to stay calm and I try to stay level headed. And most importantly, I really try to stay positive, not just for myself, but for the people around me, my teammates, my family, and friends. Because even if we don't think it, a lot of people look up to us. So I feel like if we show them that we can't handle, they might feel that they can't. So I just try to be as positive as I can so that they can keep faith that anything is possible. Like, even though we do hit this little hump in the road, that's not the end of our story. There's more to come.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, and I'm quite sure there's been a moment in your career where you doubted yourself. I know we talked about when you
Mhm.
made that jump, right, onto the varsity, to that first varsity game. There was some doubt. Has there
Mhm.
ever been another moment, that you've doubted yourself and you had to overcome?
I would say in the 10th grade, I had a coach. I guess I wouldn't say he was a bad coach, but like I kind of lost confidence in myself because I kind of feel like I wasn't up to the standard. So I kind of like fell. I wouldn't say fell off, but like I kind of doubted myself and I wasn't playing at my full potential. But two of my coaches, they just helped me get out of it and just kept me motivated and just kept saying like you got it, keep pushing, like this isn't the end. Like there's always something better, no matter what.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, advice. So, even at your young age
Hmm.
that you're at, you've already been through what others are starting to go into, and what
Hmm.
others in the future will go into. But what advice would you give specifically to female athletes that may struggle with confidence, may struggle with just knowing who they are as a student athlete and as
Hmm.
a person? What advice would you give?
I would say always trust in yourself, like no matter what, because you know yourself better than anyone. So don't let anybody tell you who you are, because at the end of the day, you know who you are and you know what you're capable of. And never take a mistake as all of a sudden it's your failure. Always take it as a lesson learned and a lesson to get better.
I absolutely love that. So now you're headed to Nicholls State. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Nicholls State as well, because I'm seeing who they're getting, right, as a person right here on this call. But what made Nicholls feel like home for you?
I would say after my first visit, everyone was just so welcoming. The coaches, the players, they were just welcoming. And even the people that weren't even on the team, like the alumni, the boys basketball team, the other coaches, the students, it just felt very family oriented. And I knew that's where I wanted to be. And then they also have a good academic program. So, like, they were just checking off my checklist
There
as the
you go.
visit went on.
There you go. I love it. So, what goals have you set, for yourself once you arrive on campus and so forth? What goals have you set?
I really just want to get to work, lock in, get some playing time, stay motivated, stay determined, try to be the best person I can be, possibly get freshman of the year. But I'm grateful for anything that comes because I believe in God and I believe that He put me here for a reason.
Love that. Love that. Believe in your faith. Don't ever let that go. Don't ever let that go. Now,
Yes, sir.
what does success look like? Like
Hmm.
when you sit back and dream of your career at Nicholls State, what does success look like for you within those 4 years?
Graduating college, one, making first team, all defensive team, academic team, trying to stay on top of my books,
There you
freshman
go.
of the year, possibly going to the WNBA draft or overseas, just continuing my sports dream on after college.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Save a ticket in there for old coach.
I
Save one
got you.
ticket in there for old coach. So now you attended our NIL playbook webinar,
Hmm.
and you were selected. And I will tell you, you were of only four that was selected
Yes,
for
sir.
this spotlight. So kudos to you for that, because
Thank
your
you.
AER form spoke out.
Mhm.
about who you are. Uh, but what made NIL interesting to you?
I would say the main thing that like caught my attention was how NIL can really help change athletes' lifestyle and really help them bring their story out. Because it's not a lot that you hear someone, an athlete, really speaking out about their differences or the adversity that they had to overcome to be so great or to get to where they came from. And also seeing how the different brands also support them for who they are and also for their talents.
Yep, awesome. Awesome. So now you mentioned your story and personality. So what what makes you stand out, or just kind of elaborate more on that? What you feel makes you stand out as a person and with your story?
I feel like my personality, I'm very fun, I'm goofy, I'm serious sometimes, but I feel like that just helps me lighten the mood and not be down. And even if someone is down, I feel like that side of me can really pick someone up. But
Mhm.
also my story, I feel like fighting through adversity from losing my confidence to getting over hump to being where I am today, keeping my faith in God, like my faith. And also, I would say just being me no matter what. Like, I'm not going to change who I am for somebody else. And I feel like that's what makes me stand out from everyone else.
Absolutely. Now, dream NIL, just dream big here. What would be a
Mhm.
dream NIL partnership? What company? Is there a specific company out there that you may have
Oh,
thought about?
I would say either Nike or like an athletic brand like Gymshark or something. I don't know. Those would be big.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, uh, they're all attainable, and I think you know that they're all attainable.
Yes, sir.
Everything takes work, right? Everything takes
Yes,
work.
sir.
That's good in the end. So let's talk directly to the coaches, brands, businesses watching. What separates Tyanna Stewart from everybody else?
I would say my mindset and my determination. Like I'm determined to get what I want, but I also have that mindset of where I'm eager to learn. I'm ready to embrace the challenges. And I feel like I'm different because I'm me. I'm feisty. I'm bold. I like to have fun. I like to have a good time.
I love that. I love that. My wife says I like to have too much of a good time. I can never take it serious. I'm a jokester of the family, by the way.
Me too.
But when people hear your name, right, from now on moving forward, when people hear your name, you know, what do you want them to remember, and what do you want them to say?
I want to remember me not just for the accomplishment I did in sports, basketball, but I want to remember me for my hard work, my heart, and also how I help the community. I want to help the community a lot because I feel like from where I'm from, it's a small town, and I feel like they don't have a lot of people that really make it. I guess you could say,
Mm,
especially girls like me. I feel like if I can make it, I feel like I want to help the community and inspire girls around this area that it is possible, and don't let anyone know. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not just because of where you're from.
right. Absolutely. So now, here's the part. I want you to look directly into the camera and speak to every coach that may be listening that gets an opportunity to hear this, every sponsor,
Hmm.
every big company brand, Nike, Gymshark that may
Hmm.
watch, right? Tell them exactly what they're getting when they bring you, Tyanna Stewart, into their program, into their business, into their representation of their brand.
Hmm.
What are they getting?
One thing they are for sure going to get is a competitor. I take pride in not only myself, but also take accountability. And I strive to represent my family, myself, and anyone around me with respect. And I'm dedicated and I'm hardworking to get anything and everything done. And I love embracing challenges and I'm motivated and I'm ready to keep growing.
Nice. So every one of our shows, we like to drop some gems and things of that
Hmm.
nature. So this is the part where I'll just throw some things out, and then we're going to get to some quick hitters where we're going to get some quick answers from
Okay.
you on some questions I have. But I
Yes,
want
sir.
I want every athlete watching this, every parent of athletes watching this, to understand something. Confidence isn't something you're just born. You don't wake up confident, right? A confidence is built. It's built through preparation. It's built through discipline. It's built through surviving hard days. You have to have hard days and continue to show up. So Tyanna's accomplishments didn't happen because somebody gave her confidence. They didn't drop it off at her doorstep. You know, it happened because she earned it, right? She earned her confidence through hard work, through doing what others may choose not to do, working when others aren't looking, working when others know not she's working, to be great and to be successful. So remember this: the athlete who believes in themselves before everyone else, before everyone else, it's usually the athlete who wins, right? That's just the way it works. You have to believe in you first. You can't look for others to believe in you. You have to create that belief within yourself. And that's how winners are created. And I truly believe you, Tyanna Stewart, you're a winner. You're an absolute winner. And Nicholls
Thank
State
you.
has gotten a winner by bringing you on board. So let's jump into these quick hitters, right?
Okay.
Let's jump into these quick hitters. All right, here we go. So, favorite basketball player?
Kevin Durant.
You're on my good side now. All right. So, favorite WNBA player?
Asia Wilson.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. Favorite state championship memory? Now, you may have many of those, but favorite state championship memory?
I would say the basketball state championship game against Madison Prep, hitting the game winning and one.
Come on.
That was amazing.
Come on. Not the game winner. I love
Yep.
it. Love it. So, favorite, now we're really diving in. Favorite
Mhm.
pregame song?
I would say another episode by NBA YoungBoy.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm a little too old for that. So I'm just going to have to agree with you on that one.
hmm
Now, so we talked about Dream NIL partnership. We talked about Nike. We talked about Gymshark. Is there any others?
Jordan.
Oh, gosh. All right. I like it. I like it. The most influential coach you've had?
Coach Dell, Coach Chris.
Got you. Got you. Make sure you send them a copy of this so they know you put a shout
I
out.
will.
Now, one word, just one word that describes you, Tyanna Stewart.
Passionate.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. Look, Tyanna, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today, taking time out of your day to jump on the show with us. Congratulations again for
Thank
being
you.
selected for the NIL Spotlight and for, you know, a college showing interest in you and you
Mhm.
finding a home for that next level of play. We look forward to seeing everything you accomplish moving forward. We
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to you being a part of our NIL, promotions as well. We're
hmm
going to go after that Jim Sharp. We're coming after you. We're coming
Yes,
after
sir.
you. We are coming after you. So, Tyanna, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm
Absolutely.
grateful.
Absolutely. So, look, Tyanna's story reminds us that success leaves clues, right? Championships, leadership, confidence, work ethic. Those things don't just apply to sports. By no means do they just apply to sports, they apply to life. So, congratulations again, Tyanna Stewart, for being selected for our NIL Spotlight athlete as one of our NIL Spotlight athletes. And until next time, get seen, get evaluated, get recruited. So we'll see who's serious. Peace.
Peace.